So this is a part 2 to the solar eclipse reading that I was doing. So, trying to jump back into that stream of thought. So I have to delete some stuff off my phone in order to make it. So, learning how to reparenting and healing your child wound. Kind of your relationship, jump starting that process for you. Releasing the feeling of competition or jealousy or, this scorpionic traits, because it is in Scorpio that we're having that eclipse. So we did have Kali join us, the transformation ending stuff. She brings you into alignment with your soul and cuts away abuse, toxic people, and stagnant relationships. Be ready for new beginnings, right? Amazing. Also, we have the Six of Pentacles here. So, all right, moving on. So we have the Prince of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and adjustment, okay? So with those, they're very blue, no? Wow, and this one's like cerulean blue. Love that color, that's like my favorite color. So that's judgment. So, more scales, balancing, huh? Alright, so balancing balancing the way that you communicate with yourself, and in turn balancing the way that you communicate with others, okay? How well are we going to be able to network and communicate and just use your skills all your skills up to this point, all the things that you've been know and recognize all your strengths, okay, is what I'm getting. Know and recognize all your strengths, so that this feeling of competition or winning to a degree that you don't know why you won anymore, or what was even the point of that, releasing yourself from that, okay? Releasing yourself from any kind of less than, insecure, dark thoughts, okay? Yeah, we have the Hierophant coming through, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, very interesting. Page of Pentacles is like allowing yourself to come into that slow unraveling of understanding what your Ace of Pentacles is, being very compassionate about what that would look like, as well as the Hierophant. You would want any boss to be very slow and patient and willing. So that might be something coming into your field right now, is that you're going to have, employees, bosses, people that are going to help you, people that are going to take care of you, people that are going to be very nurturing and positive when it comes to your progress. I love that. I love that for you, collective. We deserve it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, even though, so I just want you to know that there's a high, like one big thing that was coming through in the first reading was that we need to recognize what it is that we're bringing in our cup to other people. Okay, we have to be very honest about it, very clear as well. Okay, very communicative about how we feel. Okay, this is like we're moving into that time where our feelings are going to be our strengths, okay? So we have to understand them and have that emotional intelligence. So look at this. All suffering stems from ignorance, hatred, and craving. Healing requires that you admit the truth about yourself. Is there someone you hate or something you crave? Are you an addict? Recognize your struggles. Recognizing your struggles is the first step toward healing. Wow. Yeah, so definitely recognize and check on all your scorpionic wounds. Check your Scorpio placement. It'll give you more knowledge about how or where you can heal yourself. Like for example, if it's in Venus, which my Scorpio happens to be in Venus, I tend to be very jealous and very possessive over my person. I wish it wasn't like that. And yeah, I just have to be honest with myself. I have a lot of anxious, I realize that I have anxious attachment style from a test that I took. So yeah, I'm just very vulnerable and kind of like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to work on it. And it hasn't really, you know, it's ruined a lot of relationships actually. So I'm like, no, I'm fine. What a Scorpio thing to say. No, it's not. It's not fine that 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 I had such a toxic quality about myself, and I never really took the time to acknowledge it or really recognize it. And well, I mean, I did recognize it. Of course, I did recognize it. I'm sorry. I'll give myself that. But I even warn people, but it doesn't change the fact that that's something that happens. And even though I don't navigate it like, oh, you can never be with anyone else. Like, I really don't. I'm really like, I'm actually really laid back when it comes down to it. But the idea of it is just what drives me crazy. So anyway, enough about me. I think we're all going through that, almost being a child that wants to make sure that mom or dad are paying attention to them, okay? The world lives and breathes, and we can draw its spirit into us. Think rolling waves, warm sun, wet grass, fresh earth, crowded elevator, busy streets, birds singing. Get into all the sensations of life today. You don't need a lengthy meditation to connect to nature. Just draw it in. Spirit, always coming through. I love you so much. Thank you for that message. Make sure to take deep breaths, okay, collective? We are made out of prana. We have that energy in our every being, every ounce of consciousness. Let's breathe it in. Let's be a part of source, okay? Let's renew ourselves and help ourselves in any way that we can to be better and to recognize, that any part of the devil is within us in the same way that God the same way that we choose God, we could choose the devil. I mean, you just have to recognize when we do that. When is it love and when is it fear? The poet, look at that. Oh, the poet, yes. Are you soft babies? Get to writing. All right. Okay. So, I know I mentioned something about this healing, right? This healing that needs to happen between reparenting, which, damn, I am so fucking good. Like, I can't. Look at this. Look at this. Move my finger. Like, wow. Can you see that? I want to, take a picture of that. It's so beautiful. Because, yeah, I think there's a huge message of accepting yourself, reparenting yourself, and understanding that, your mother did the best that she could. Right? As our parents always do. I mean, granted, sometimes no, but our first level of love, our first learning of love is with our mother. And it's a very core wound if it's damaged. So, and honestly, I think as soon as the umbilical cord is cut, we do suffer. And, in a way, there's a cut that happens. There's a division. So, yeah, you're going to have to learn to come back to yourself. So, let's see, the poet. Let's see. We're at the poet and we're at the bridge here. So we're at the bridge right now, guys. We are the poet at the bridge. That's what I'm going to name this reading. Poet at the bridge. Oh, beautiful. All right. The poet. All right, poets. The artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within all of us, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivates our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. Clairvoyant, wise, timeless. Spend 1 hour reading poetry, then one more. It's likely there's a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it now. Be open to its message. Oh my God, you know what was like one of my favorite poets? I love dark poets. I loved Edgar Allan Poe, and Shel Silverstein was pretty dark. I remember liking the creepy, scary stories. Like Goosebumps. I loved Goosebumps. But anyway, I also love reading a lot of self-help books and motivational books. So I do need to get more into I think Khalil Gibran was one of the more recent poets that I enjoyed a lot. He wrote The Prophet. It's so good. Like every line, I felt like my consciousness expanded with every line. Anyway, The Truth Teller. I love it. I love it. So look at the moon. Look at that fucking moon. Can't. How many moons can we have in a reading? I love it. Okay, so watch out for that full moon. All right, so we have the bridge. Oh my God, look at the sun and the moon again. Fucking again, dude. Like, are you fucking seeing this? Look, the bridge. You need to cross the bridge, okay? Cross the fucking bridge. Oh my God, that is such a deep message. Okay, let's keep going. The bridge. It's like we will get there if we can get on the bridge. All right. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is a gesture of acceptance, saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We are open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. Acceptance, magic, and communication. Look at this, like a child hand and an adult hand. So, again with the message of healing your child. Okay, healing the child, but not only through your own self, but maybe through an actual child that you have. Okay, the connection, the link, the gate. Imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and which heals the heart? Which image softens and heals the heart? Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh my. I can't, you guys. Look at this. Look at what card just came out. And I didn't even pull that. It was just there. I didn't even turn it. Like, I'm fucking good. Like, honestly, I'm fucking good. And look, and I noticed here too. Like, look. This is very clear message. Like, do you guys see this? Like, the eclipse is the bridge. Do you guys see this? Become the poet. You guys, like, I know that it's hard for you, some of you to be like, oh, me, I don't draw. But think about being a child no, okay, think about, yes, think about being a child and going to art class for the first time in grade school, okay, in small, the first time you ever see a crayon on a piece of paper, and just being like, wow, the possibilities are endless, and where do I go from here, and what else, what other resources can I find to create something fun, something that feels good, okay, something new, something that makes me feel, free, and that my expression is free, that I can literally say and do on this piece of paper, on this page, whatever I want, okay? Are you guys feeling me? Are you guys following me? Like, be that child that is willing to be new and say scribble, 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 and then be willing to just keep going with it until it feels right, until it feels good. And also take time to consider the mother that would bring that child to school, and how that mother would feel seeing her child play in that way, seeing her child feel free enough to draw a clown, or to draw, a sad face, or to draw like the kind of emotional intelligence and also the expression, the freedom of expression, I think, of a king of swords, where you're like, yeah, he's feeling like this, and this is going to be exactly what he needs to get that shit out. And sometimes you don't have to know exactly what it is, but just try, just try. I know it's hard to imagine yourself as an artist or a creative or a poet, but don't think about the label so much, and just, look for inspiration. Okay, look for inspiration, because it's always calling to us, nature, or, a good book, or whatever inspires you. Just move towards that, for fuck's sake. I don't feel like that was me. I feel like that was like, I don't know. It was just something that came into my mind. All right. Yeah, because I feel like the universe wants you to know. Oh, this card's trying to get away. Okay, so I feel like this energy's like, this isn't the first time that you've tried to align your shit. This isn't the first time that you've tried to, make it right, do the right thing, and, wake up early, and whatever habit that you tried to implement that you maybe failed at and stopped doing. That's okay. This is the time, this is the season to give it up, okay? Wow, look at that energy coming, look at that devil energy coming through. So it's like the devil's gonna make you feel like you can't even start. Look, the devil's gonna be like, nah. The devil's in our doubt, okay? The devil's in our doubt and our resistance towards fucking doing something and changing our fucking lives, Like, look. It's like the devil's gonna make you think you can't do it. It's gonna make it seem like it's not real, that this place for you, this connection, this feeling at home is not a real option to you. Okay? It's gonna lie and say that there's no way that you could change. There's no way that you can know. You don't have that you're just a novice. That you have just started this life, and that's a lie. Like, see, and I feel like if there's anything that's going to slow you down, it's going to be your past heartbreak, okay? It's going to be the things that happened to you in the past, possibly to your mother or within your mother's situation, because you have the Fool card here as well, which, thank you for joining us. The Fool card in Judgment. So I feel a lot of Tower energy, Death, Tower energy coming through. You're gonna need, okay, so if you've had in the past women talk about you, okay, or there was a wound within women, okay, and it made you question your self-worth because this was in the reverse. If you've had this energy happen to you, step into that and know that that's not true. That's just not true. That's a lie, and that's something that you're overcoming. That's it. Right? Like, that's how kind and how passionate compassionate that you can be with yourself, okay? Because that's where your strength is going to lie, when you decide to turn stories around and to heal yourself, okay? Yeah. Okay. Alright. No, I'm just going. I'm just pulling and pulling and pulling. But yeah, so you have temperance coming through, learning how to balance out these energies. So there's certain things there's certain lies, okay? There's lies that you might be, happy with a certain lot that you have, but you're not, and you know you deserve more, so that's okay. But be grateful also, okay? You don't have to lie to yourself, but be grateful and know how to move accordingly so that you don't have to be in that current situation anymore, okay? And you don't have to submit, but you have to, in a way, surrender, and then through surrendering also make the required actions that you need to make in order to move towards something that you do want, okay? All right, so this reading's getting kind of long. I'm gonna do my Aboriginal totem. We're going to shuffle these, and let's think about what the collective unconscious wants to tell us. Let's all focus in. What are our dreams trying to tell us? What's the collective dream? What does our collective unconscious look like? What does the collective dream need to tell us? Spirit, please. Thank you so much for your protection. Thank you so much for your guidance, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, Spirit. What else? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So we got quite a few that wanted to fly out. All right. Bravery. Okay, wow. Bravery, anger, trust, boldness. All right, collective. I know you guys are angry. Damn. All right. Can you please give me space? Talk about anger. Like, this tent wants to fight me. All right. Boom. All right, are you ready, collective? This symbol of bravery. It's time to reel in your warrior spirit. Sorry, spirit. Sorry, the wind is like, I don't want the cards to fly away. Okay. It's time to reel in your warrior spirit. Not all conflict has to be a fight. The wise warrior will choose their battles carefully, weighing up risk on the road to achievement. Boldness. Don't take this lying down. Get up and fight, but fairly. This fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle. What the heck? So wait. So it's like reel it in. Reel in your bravery. Reel it in, but be bold. Okay? Because look, anger is here. So this makes a lot more sense with anger here. The image of anger. Even though you're bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. Damn, trust. Don't trust what you are being told. There's more to this situation. The answers lie within the finer details which are not being shared with you. Alright. Come on, collective. Let's go. Seriously? This is like... Damn, I feel like the biggest mirror just fell from the sky. And it's like, all right, well, if you want to look at reality and you want to be fair and look at consciousness, fucking look. Like, okay, we do have all these wounded children. Why? Where do they fucking come from? Why is this thing happening? Is it like individualized, like, or is it like a bigger problem? Like a systemic problem. So I'm not going to say too much because I don't want people to think anything about anything crazy, but fuck the government. I'm so sorry to offend anybody, but like I love the government in certain ways. I love certain things, that certain programs, but it needs to be reworked. Okay, things aren't right the way that they are, and I'm not saying that I know what to do better. I just know that there's certain people that are protected that shouldn't be protected, and there's certain people that need to be protected that aren't being protected. So, and whose job would it be if not the government, right? With this trust, with this warrior, boldness, bravery, anger, like what do we do with that, And the universe is gonna just tell us, like, hey, be patient because judgment day is coming. Like we're all gonna have to deal with that energy. We're all gonna have to sit with that. When the day comes. So, all right. Well, now that we got nice and dark, just kidding. I think we're done. I think we are done. We are done with this. My legs hurt. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for coming to the beach with me. This is usually a solo thing, but I appreciate you guys tagging along. I love you guys. I hope that this message helped. I hope that, that it gave somebody clarity. And also, I hope that you guys understand that you're not alone and that we're all dealing with these energies together. And God loves you. And everything's going to be fine. It's just you have to, okay, so I always like wrapping up my video with like a specific little message because I feel as though I don't know if it's like a fucking like, what is that guy with the sweater? I was gonna say Mr. Miyagi. Oh my god, it's the Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood guy. I can't believe I cannot think of his freaking name right now. But, shit. Okay, hold on. Alright, you guys. My cards are flying around everywhere. So, anyways. I love you guess. I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I hope this reading helped. I'm shook. I am shook at how clear this message came through. Please pay attention to all your relationships. They all matter so much. You know, everyone matters in our reality. So take care of each other. I love you. Peace.